just set this up real quick. I finally figured out what the hell was going on with the audio issues, so I have resolved that. It's actually really dumb how I'm actually fixing it. I actually have it now plugged in through the Xbox One using the HDMI input. So the actual system being like the capture card is actually the Xbox One. So just kind of prove my point here. Let me just hit the guide button here. You can see, there's the Xbox One guide. I mean, hey, at least it works, right? And that is my main problem. She has been resolved. But anyways. Also, I realized that technically I should probably wipe my game save. Because technically, if I was to actually go into proper Alice gameplay, I would actually have all my unlockables still accessible. So to basically give myself a bit of a handicap, or to make this more of a quote-unquote fresh experience, I deleted my game save. But just because I wanted to keep it, PlayStation Plus, I backed up my game save, because apparently this is one of the few games that does not allow you to copy your game saves. Which is baffling as to why some developers chose to not let you do that. Like, I understand with multiplayer games not letting you do that. It's like, yeah, if the save is stored on your system. Here, if I can remember, as you can see, now I have nothing unlocked. Because I had originally had all the, yeah, let's do normal. Okay, gotta adjust. Okay, there we go. Okay, gotta make it so that all four symbols are visible. I can only see. There we go. Okay, I can just barely see the last one. Fuck, I hate inverted look. I mean, I can understand that some people prefer playing with inverted controls, but I am not one of those people. I like me some non-inverted controls.
Come now, Alice. It's only a dream.
It's not a dream, it's a memory. And it makes me sick.
Now, focus. Wait. You're floating again. Weightless. A cipher. Relax.
I'm in hell.
Forget it. Abandon that memory. It's unproductive. Go to Wonderland.
I can't.
First game.
I'm trapped. My past.
Sergeant, this girl's badly hurt. Call for a doctor.
No, Alice. Discard that illusion. Forget it. Go to Wonderland.
I'd rather not, Doctor. My Wonderland's shattered. It's dead to me.
Your preference doesn't signify, girl. Now, Alice, where are you?
I'm sailing with a friend. It's different somehow. Things have changed.
Change is good. It's the first link in the chain of forgetting.
What's happening? Are you mad?
I'm not mad.
Abbott,
That's not right. What's he doing?
is something wrong?
Something wrong?
Don't struggle, Alice. Let the new one emerge.
Corruption? It's killing me. Wonderland is destroyed. My mind is in ruins.
Forget it, Alice. Block that dream. Wake at the sound.
Okay, there we go.
There, Alice. Better now, aren't we?
My head's exploded and there's a steam hammer in my chest.
Yes, well, the cost of forgetting is high.
My memories make me vomit. What can I...
Remember other things.
I want to forget. Who would choose to be alone, imprisoned by their broken memories?
I'll set you free, Alice. Memory is a curse more often than a blessing.
So you've said many times,
And I will say again, the past must be paid for. Now, before our next session, collect those pills from our high street chemist.
Very well, Doctor.
Okay, I guess I will,
It's my turn to forget, Alice.
Now, Charlie. Your pa was hung for killing your ma who beat you. Let's forget that, shall we? The past is dead, Charlie.
okay, let's go down to...
Can't find the door.
Wait,
The loo smells awful.
Ollie pinched me
Worse
small.
than your room. Where bloomers.
I do like the fact that you can actually like
Do
walk around in
something,
first person
anything.
now. Still really dig that. Ziggo's room.
Doctor, do you right? Still sick in the head?
I'm past a cure. Terminal condition.
Home safe home.
Years in the loony bin.
Learn your... Oh no. Sorry, I thought that was an L. Earn your keep.
Mr. Payne had no idea how humble a home could be.
Okay,
If
let's
not for my
see, we got
drawings
her.
and the photographs, this could pass for
She's
my
got
room
little
at the
drawings of
asylum.
Wonderland. So you got the castle men from the living chessboard. You got the mushrooms. You got the Mad Hatter. You got Tweedledee and Tweedledum, the hedge maze, the rabbit, the evil Queen of Hearts, playing card minions, horse piece, and a bishop, I believe? Chess piece that are alive. I'm not sure what that one is at the top there, but just gonna assume that might be the evil queen because she's supposed to be dead or something. Then we got there's the rabbit and the Queen of Hearts maze. Okay, well, I can't really read the little notes on her bed. I wonder if someone ripped the models from like the house from this game, like as a 3D model, because I'd like to look at the textures a little more closely.
Doctor's pet.
Because I don't know, I'd really like to examine everything.
Another day, a different dream, perhaps.
I've got happy memories of this place.
I really like the fact that they
She ever
went
work?
overboard
Where's
a little
her
bit with
black?
animating the
Too
streets.
good for company.
They could have very easily just made this all a cutscene and just focused on Wonderland, and did everything else in Alice's head. That way they could have just
Puss, 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 puss. Don't be afraid.
saved on some resources or something. I mean, that's not to say that they aren't saving on resources right now by limiting where
Now, where
you
has
can
that
and
cat
can't
gone?
go.
That is too bloody loud.
Like a real dog. No
Excuse me,
changing
sir.
nipples.
You look like a discerning
Okay, let's see. Anyway, I'm following the cat now.
Seems following furry creatures into dark holes has become a habit. I hope it's not a vice.
Okay. Ah, there we go. There's... I'm sure this isn't Alice's
My stars and garters, Alice Little. Slumming again, are we?
Nurse Witless. What luck. Twice in as many months.
Out on your own? You look frazzled, dearie. Not doing well?
Not really.
Come along home then and look at my pigeons. Pretty birds, like you.
I don't think so. Our last visit cost me
Well,
several
shillings are
pounds
pigeons,
and got me
what can I say?
nowhere.
I might recall where your mangy rabbit got to. Still a mess. No surprise. Her kin roasted like chestnuts right before her eyes. 10 years in Rutledge Asylum wasted everyone's time. Dr. Bumby won't do better. Still hauling out her questions. The fire, her memory. I deserve consideration, don't I? Who found her new clothes? Who got her a place at Bumby's? Where'd she be without me? On the streets, selling her backside. Likes my pigeons, though. She's doled out the odd pound or two. But I know it's worth more than that. Kept her secret, haven't I? Heard her say, "Oh, died on my account, I couldn't save you." I've told her my silence is for sale. Keep. I'm a good sort, really. Not like her nanny, that uppity whore, or that lawyer fellow Radcliffe took a stupid rabbit. Need money. Warned her I'd tell the coppers if she didn't make a donation to my upkeep. She yells and goes off her head. This she can't remember her name, what I heard.
Oh yeah, such a nice woman. So very nice and helpful. Not. Sounds like he's taking advantage of Alice to me. Alice is supposed to be like a teenager in this game, I believe. Because when Alice went to Wonderland originally, she was like, what, 10? Maybe? In this one, she's like maybe a teenager, like a young teen, like maybe 14, 15? Maybe 16 at most?
Nurse Witless, do you mean to harm me? To send me back to the
Look this
asylum?
up, actually.
I won't say no. I've a thirst you could photograph.
How old is Alice?
Need a drink.
19. Okay, so she's 19 in this. So, the original.
Pretty birds. Like
How old is Alice in Alice in Wonderland?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
It's only a dream.
How old is Alice in American McGee's Alice?
American McGee's Alice is 20 years old. Its initial release date was 2000.
Oh yeah, that's so helpful. Thank you, Google. I now know how old the game is. It's 20 years old, but I need to know how old the character is. Forget the character. She's supposed to be in like an insane asylum. It does not specify. Huh.
Very upsetting journey. But I'm rid of Pris, or whatever she's become.
Hero War.
At least the place I've landed is somewhat familiar.
About time, too, Alice.
Blasted cat. Don't try to bully me. I'm very much on edge.
Perfect. When you're not on edge, you're taking up too much space.
You're no help at all.
But you know I can be.
I'll frighten myself when necessary, thanks very much. I was hoping to escape from all that.
Abandon that hope. A new law reigns in this wonderland, Alice. It's very rough justice all round. We're at risk here. You be on your guard.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's only been a year since the original Alice in Wonderland. So, in the original Wonderland, she's supposed to be like 18. It's like 17 or 18. According to the wiki page. I mean, this most likely happened close to or around her birthday.
You're part frog, Alice, I swear. You jump so well.
So that means now she's 19. And I know that they've confirmed that they're making a sequel. So Alice is to be 20 in that game. So it looks like each installment is basically a year apart from the previous one. Although I am looking forward to the new one. It's a shame that the original game, American McGee's Alice, has not aged very well. Like, I may consider playing it.
If you leap from that table again, Alice, I'll expire. You're 2 times too reckless, my girl.
Amanita muscaria, Alice, is merely a stinky toadstool. A spongy consistency, but poisonous.
Okay. Guess I can't shrink yet. Oh, that's right. I need to get the little drink me thing, so I can shrink myself down. So. Yeah.
I've been down this road before. Good things in small packages?
Though lacking a bathing costume, a plunge in that pool is in order.
My God, I'm shrinking in this potion. Shall I disappear?
Almost. But the upside is that while smaller, you can see things that are nearly invisible to your bigger self.
Ah, I get it. Quite. Forests for the trees. Just the other way round. Short-sighted is more than a matter of perspective.
Look how small she's become, all curled up. She's barely there, a vixen in her hidey-ho.
Okay, time to go through the hole. Okay, there we go. I do love being able to... I do love the shrinking mechanic. Like, it's so dumb, but I love it. Though I will say, it's a little weird that teeth are collectible. Let's go through here. So, let's see. So we're exploring this mindscape of sorts. Like, this is kind of like her little mental escape of sorts. Because, like, Alice is clearly dealing with some kind of, like, mental trauma. But then again, like, I can only imagine how devastating the death of her parents is for her, from a mental standpoint. I've never. I mean, I've lost family before, obviously, but obviously I can't relate to losing something all at once in the span of a night over something so tragic as a house fire. And on top of that, she blamed herself. Even though, like, actually, yeah, I did a test video earlier, so I was actually looking through the memories. So, you know, I'll let the memory. I'll explain the memory like when I see it, but suffice to say,
the vorpal blade is swift and keen and always ready for
I knew the exact
service.
answer even before then, but good old vorpal blade.
I've not come back here looking for a fight.
Really? That's a pity. One's certainly looking for you.
Okay, yeah, we already know how the vorpal blade works. Press the square button to attack the vorpal blade. Okay, so got that going.
Flight or fight implies a permanent choice, but flight often just means putting off the fight to another day. Choose your battles wisely, Alice.
Okay, so looks like I'm going to be fighting when I go through there. According to the tiny Alice. Well, the graffiti that tiny Alice can see. But I do like the fact that you can see bits of info. Okay, so we got, what the heck is that? That is a weird looking squid thing. That thing is. Okay, cool.
Ugly, gross, and evil in a single monstrosity.
Okay. Let's see if we can get an Alice model. Cause like, I really like the way her dress is designed. Cause I love that little like little just subtleties. Like you kind of got like this kind of like cutesy kind of goth chic thing going on. I don't know. At least that's how it kind of comes off in my head. But hey, what do I know? I'm no fashion expert per se.
A flower's purpose is simple and immutable. Human purpose is fickle, because it is a slave to memory. Memories must be strictly managed, Alice. Unproductive ones must be eliminated.
Okay, let's see. So we're going this way. Okay, so we're just gonna have to jump across the chasm. Oh right, I forgot she has a glide ability. She also has an extra jump on top of that. Okay, piggy noses and evil queen stuff that way. Okay, cool. So it looks like apparently the found another one of the golden memories. Okay, gotta collect that. Want to get all my core memories. because if I remember correctly, though, the white bottles are core memories, and the gold bottle is like a special memory. Oh, that's the Queen of Tarts, I think it was? That's if I'm remembering things correctly.
Ah, it's you again, Alice. You may approach.
Why would I do that? You want to eat me?
Yes, well, you taught me manners, and I've lost my taste for mad women. Strictly a porcine diet for me. Everything's better with bacon, don't you agree? Of course you do. Now, there are pig snouts scattered about. I heard a few behind the house. Go fetch them for me. But take care for the pests that block your way. Pepper them up if they do.
Right, yeah.
They need spice, and you're just the girl to season them for me. You'll find that grinder serviceable.
Why not season your own pig parts?
Matter of priorities. My alabaster skin needs protection from the disgusting creatures running amok amidst the environs. But one gets peckish. Look, all you have to do is listen for the oink, then shoot the snout. You may like the results. I certainly will.
Yep, basically he's got to collect her pig snouts. The pepper grinder. The Duchess. Okay, so it's not the Queen, it's the Duchess. So, different character entirely. Okay. Anyway, if I remember correctly... No. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's R1. And L1's... Okay, L1's lock on. Shows how long it's been since I've actually, like, properly played this game that I don't remember the fucking jokes. Pardon my French. Although I will say, I was actually tempted to buy the Xbox One version if I couldn't resolve the issue with the PC. My mindset towards gaming and stuff. Okay, so it looks like you can go into a precision aim mode of sorts. Okay, so you can click in the right stick and go into a precision aim mode. Okay, cool. So opens up that door from whence we came.
Thank you so much for the snout. Now go away.
Collect the picnic basket. The golden teeth, yes, of course. Okay, let's see. So, oh, there we go. Got another tiki snout already. Got a sense. is to get mauled by a bunch of tiny little bolt flies. Or are they nut flies? American McGee's interpretation of Wonderland. And I definitely look forward to revisiting his version of Wonderland come the third installment in his Alice series. I will say though, it's like if it wasn't because the first one has aged so poorly, at least in my eyes, I would definitely consider going back to it right now. I mean, an alternative option would be I mean, this console generation has kind of been like the generation for remake. Like, I would say more than ever, really. Like every game that was released on PS4, a lot of them are like either remakes or re-releases. That's not to say that I haven't been against re-releases as a whole. I mean, hell,
Finish your soup,
some of my
girls.
favorite games
Bovine juveniles gave their all for it.
Like hell, there's a Resident Evil 2, delightful game. And by delightful, I mean like absolutely fucking unnerving. But you know, in a good way, No ill will. You're dead, buddy, pal, chum, friendo. Okay, there we go. Smashy smash. Oh, okay, that's cool. Where did it go? According to that, there is a piece now. All around here somewhere. That, or is already a snout that I already shot? Snout that way. Probably telling me to go over here. Shoot it. Nope. Okay, so let's jump. Going into that plant because I thought it would try to nom on my face. And then I rolled back big and strong and smashed my way out kind of thing. How am I supposed to get out of here? You know, I was recently looking up some stuff. Some games actually had arcade ports recently, and I was actually kind of shocking to find out that Left 4 Dead 2 has an arcade cabinet in Japan. Apparently, it reuses the maps from Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2. However, unlike Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, you do not play as Ellis, Coach, Rochelle, or whatever. You play as a new set of characters, wholly original to the arcade cabinet, which are basically at least they. Oh, okay, I see. You have to eliminate all those things before the snout appears. Okay, that makes sense now. Technically, I wasn't supposed to be able to make that jump, according to the game. I cheated. It all makes sense now. I'm good at cheating. Oh, goddamn gravity! Gravity, bane of my existence. Why must you destroy me, gravity? You're like a cruel mistress who threatens to leak my OnlyFans. I mean, what? I don't have an OnlyFans. No, I'm kidding. I really don't. I mean, kudos if you want to do that kind of stuff, but goddamn gravity! I just personally don't see the appeal in it, personally. Besides, it's like if I did have one, it's like, what the hell would I share with people anyways? Because I'm not really into sharing, like, anything illicit about myself, I guess is what I'm looking for. Explicit? Yeah, that's the word. Explicit. That's weird. Alice's hair, like, messed up there for like a second when I went into the water there. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. My uncle's apparently making a food order and wanted to ask me what I wanted. Hold on a second. Just remember, no ketchup, though. That's the only thing I gotta say. Sorry about that. There is a specific reason why I don't want ketchup on my food. I think I've mentioned this before on the stream, but I'll mention this again. I actually have a of the original. Like, as much as I love ketchup, I really shouldn't eat it. Like, it genuinely makes my stomach upset. Which is a real shame, too. Okay, so it looks like there's a goodie over that way. Okay. Ah. Thank you, Tiny Alice Graffiti. God, I really love, like, how they went about hiding secrets, like, using the mechanic of, like, shifting size to, like, see the world from a new perspective, so to speak. It's like, I don't know, I dig mechanics like that. I really genuinely do. It's like, I'm wondering how far they're going to go with these mechanics in the sequel. Because obviously, now that Alice is going to be 20 in the upcoming sequel, I'm wondering how her view on the world is going to change Wonderland, so to speak. Or, hell, is the game going to even take place in Wonderland at all? Is none of the... Is, like, it all going to take place in the real world? Because, The way this game ends hints that Alice might not necessarily need Wonderland anymore, per se. So there's a distinct possibility that... okay, looks like I have to go that way, so... I guess technically this is an optional route.
The railway running through Wonderland sounds charming, but inefficient. Noise and smoke, like snips and snails, perhaps. Best to forget that train. A mock turtle as conductor? Oh, no, I don't think that will do at all.
What? That sounds like complete gibberish. Like, is her doctor insane, too? Saying some weird shite too. The bases of the trees looked like they were mounted onto skulls. Nothing cool here. Okay. Definitely reminds me a fair bit of... How am I not swinging? Weird. Read this as your life depends on it, because it does. Gather these pearly whites to prevent your permanent arrival before the pearly gates. My friend can use the choppers, and you'll improve your weapon's capacity. Okay, I see how it is. So you can use the teeth to upgrade yourself. I remember they were used for something. So let's upgrade the Vorpal Blade. So now the Vorpal Blade does...
Hatter always hated mechanical malfunctions. This disaster is either his doing or his epitaph.
Right? Especially if it's your main attack method, right? Especially if you're the stabby type.
I like knives.
No,
I like the sound the knife makes when it stabs my enemies.
God, why the hell am I talking like I'm crazy? Maybe because I am. Just a little. Just a little. Just a little. Just a little. But either way. Let's see. Oh wait, maybe I need to reveal something. Is there something hidden over there? Nope. Okay. But apparently Mad Hatter is this way. Okay, there we go. Cool. And you know, funny thing is, like, when I started talking about Alice Madness recently, I noticed that a few small YouTubers that I follow, as well as a few big ones, coincidentally started making videos. God damn it, why is it? Wow. It is so weird to see people coming online on PS3. It's been so long. I think they'd all be either on PlayStation 4 or just not playing on PlayStation anymore at all, really. But then again, the PS3 has a lot of great exclusives. Wait, I'm trying to think of like games off the top of my head that I'm trying to think like if you were to get a PS3 today, basically, games that you could easily get your hands on would probably be like, say, like the Resident Evil games. I know that the Arkham games had some exclusive content on the PS3 versions. For example, Arkham Asylum had an exclusive survival mode, optional challenge. It was kind of cool that you had an optional challenge. And then, what the hell is it? The sequel had, what the hell is it? Basically, yeah, it had an exclusive costume, if I remember correctly. PlayStation. Although the Wii U version has exclusive content. So they had the armored bat suit, which one could argue made the game significantly easier, because their version was called the Batman Armored Edition. Fine hair, like trim hair, like it's my mustache. It's like tickling my nose. Like I swear, even when I shave my face. Oh, it's this one. That's the plant that like hugs you, and then you have to break out. And it like brings you more teeth. I knew I was right remembering that there was a plant that did that. Okay, so Skull and Crossbones this one? Skull and Crossbones Z-Way. Oh wait, what the heck's that over there? That way for... Oh, Mad Hatter, okay. Like, you can clearly tell this is Alice's drawings. Oh, and apparently the mechs were piloted by small children. That or midgets, I'm not sure. One or the other. One or the other. One or the other. I feel like if I had played the original one, outside of like what little I had played of it, I might understand the reference there. Okay, they're mentioning how there's hidden platforms you can spot when you're shrunk down. Okay, so now I'm going to have to do some mini Alice platforming. Da, 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 da.
It could have happened that way, Alice. You remember poor Mr. Crook died. didn't he? Dr. Wilson rejects spontaneous combustion, but I trust Mr. Dickens.
You know, it's been a while since I played this game, but I remember that like a good chunk of this is kind of like the conspiracy involving Alice's parents. Okay, there's the old castle. Okay, so optional item that way, main route that way. Okay, cool. So let's open up the picnic basket. Hey, Boo Boo, let's open up the picnic basket. Hey, Boo Boo, why are there drugs in this picnic basket day? Park Ranger, why are we allowing this? Not in my Jolly-Stone Park. Oh god, now I'm remembering that there was a video that someone made years ago. I think it was actually featured on Adult Swim. Actually, I think it might have been an Adult Swim cartoon, actually, where they made like a ravenous version of Boo Boo. Like they made Boo Boo like go crazy, so to speak. Hold on a second.
The Hatter's Domain, almost as I remember it.
Appearances, as you know better than most, can be deceiving, Alice. Much has changed since your last visit.
Dr. Bumby says change is constructive, that different is good.
Different denotes neither bad nor good, but it certainly means not the same. Find the Hatter, Alice. He knows more about different than you.
But does he know more about the difference between bad and good?
Making friends, Alice. You're as randomly lethal and entirely confused as you ever were.
I've managed without you so far, Cat. Return to whatever hovels home to you. I'll call if I need you.
Predictably rash. It's not a question of if, Alice, it's when. Now hold on, and as they say, shut up.
So typical.
I know that Cheshire is part of her mind, so... Like if all these characters are basically part of her subconscious, like what does that say about Alice?
I'd make more graceful entrances. I suppose I must be grateful nothing's broken.
Certain areas, like this area you got like more of a steampunk design with the dress. Use the same veins to jump yourself up. That'll work. Really dig the steampunk aesthetic though. Okay, so go this way for Mad Hatter, Devils, and Death.
Lizzie, remember when a burst of steam blew your dress up around your neck? Just outside Harrods it was. Fortunate your undergarments had been laundered.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make that jump. I will say though, it's a shame that this game got delisted off of Steam, because I remember it was on Steam at one point. Although you can still buy it on Origin, EA's own store client. I think it's like priced at like $20 if you wanted to buy the game digitally. the platform move back into place. Moving back to relatively normal looking platforms. And then okay, that activates more steam. Valve is really taking over this world. Is it that time again? Of the epic Steam sales. I swear, like, Steam kind of has taken over PC gaming. Like, I don't see that really necessarily as a bad thing. Like, they're definitely the dominant force when it comes to PC gaming. But I also don't necessarily see competition against Steam necessarily as a bad thing. The same way they do. Hold on a second. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna pause the game. I'm just gonna switch to be right back. Switching back to the game. My uncle apparently ordered Wendy's. So, yay. Okay, I'll probably eat that in a bit. But for now, let's focus on the game. Wouldn't be able to make that jump. Okay, I'm gonna go the intended route. Like, I'm sure speedrunners could make that kind of jump. Because they know some kind of crazy... Because, I mean, there are some crazy techniques that I've seen some speedrunners pull off in, like, games. Not exclusively this, but other games. But I mean, let's see, like, how many games have I watched speedruns for? Watching, what the hell is it? Speedruns for, like, classic games that I've played a lot of as a kid. Because, I mean, there's some interesting strategies to, like, speed up your gameplay. Like, the Halo speedruns, for example. Those are always amusing. At least to me, anyways. Mr. Ford. It may be a blade. But it made you on the inside. Mr. Vorpal. Mr. Vorpal. Grab you inside. Mr. Vorpal. Don't you dare try to fuck it. Come on, you. Hello, you. And welcome to Stabby Time. I'm doing like really lame Guru Larry impressions. I will say, I still love watching that guy's YouTube stuff. Honestly. Like, I remember seeing a video he did relatively recently, where apparently he showed off this product that was sold in Japan. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog branded curry. It's like got a bluish color to it. It looks really gross, but like apparently it tastes pretty decent. But it's like a cheap curry. Hello, I will say, like, I have nothing against cheap food. Hell, as long as it tastes good, who cares if it's cheap? At least that's my philosophy on the matter. Obviously, a lot of cheaper foods are a lot fattier, which I find especially funny because, like, hundreds of years ago, it was actually the healthier foods that were actually the cheaper option, and the fattier foods were actually the more expensive foods to produce. So, essentially today, your modern day individual who eats a lot of fast food may essentially be eating like a king in like the 1400s or something like that. I don't know. I just think that's kind of funny. Just some food for thought. I got shanked! Would I like to continue? Yes, yes I would. I would very much like to continue. And I just realized I'm going to need a fork to eat this. I do not have a fork. Toddlers before they start stabbing you with their knives. I've never lost a fight against I'll have you know I'm a heavyweight champion of the toddler division. Because I don't belong to the toddler division. How do you know how I'm going with this? Obviously, I'm not going to Please don't put that out of context. Nothing I need is simply on someone's this guy hates babies. Although, mind you, I do feel uneasy. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna hurt them. Because I remember when my little cousin was like, still a baby, I was actually afraid to. I felt uncomfortable holding it. The thing is, I still did it. It's just I always felt like I was gonna hurt her for some reason in the back of my head, and like I really regret that I felt that way. I know it's a dumb feeling too, but hey, I've gotten over that. Like I remember last time, like she was hanging over at my place basically.
My heart is open, Alice. Never closed, never locked. It needs no key.
We played a lot of Rec Room, actually. Not Rec Room. Sorry, no. Playroom on the PS4, because it's like an augmented reality game. It's like built into like the PS4, where it uses the camera. She had a lot of fun with that. Like, there's not much gameplay to it per se. It's kind of all about basically just sitting there having fun with an augmented reality type thing. And I know that we created like little custom toys using a smartphone feature. The game has, you might add additional items to the game through custom creations. Posted on social media or something, but I don't know if it's something actually on YouTube. Seems a little too fucking hell. Goddamn gravity. Seems a little too personal to put up on YouTube per se, because I feel like YouTube's, at least for me anyways, it's a little more corporate, so to speak. Even though like I'm literally a shit poster basically. I don't know, it just doesn't gel the feel of, I guess, my content, as it were, so to speak. That's not to say that I can't, Oh, hello. I never realized how prickly that nose is. Of course, then again, I think when I played this game originally, I only had like a standard def TV. So, I'm not gonna lie, this is I think the first time I've actually played it in like, properly played this game in like wide. I played this like on an old RCA tube television. Not gonna lie though, I freaking love that TV though. It lasted for a while too. Like, I think it died like a year after I got my first HD. So I mean, it lasted a good while. Like, I think, let's see, I got it back. I want to say roughly 2005 or 6. It was a gift from my grandfather. Yeah, it was 2005, I believe. Yeah, because I was still in high school at the time. So definitely remember liking having my own TV. Another 5 or 6. But I remember lots because I used to. I'm sure anyone who's ever worked there. Basically, they give you like free rentals if you were an employee. But basically, how it worked was employees got 2 free rentals a week. And you could choose 3. No, it was 3. It was 3. It was definitely 3. You got 3 free rentals per week. I usually chose 2 free rentals. Worked Monday to Friday, right? So it's like, hey, I'll rent a movie, chill over the weekend. But then throughout the week, I'll rent maybe 1 or 2 games. Usually I would rent at least 1 game, stretch the living hell out of it. And then maybe continue renting the same game. It's actually how I got the opportunity to play launch unit. No, honestly, I'd love to have had one of those, but it's like, I don't really need the backwards compatibility per se, because I still have a working PS2. But it's like, in hindsight, it's like, I kind of wish I did have that model now. If only just because the fact that it's like, it'd be so much more convenient than having to use my PS2. Because like, the thing is, like, a lot of PS2 hardware is kind of dying. Let's be real for a second there. So not a lot of my PS2 games, or I should say my PS2, I'm on my, I think my third PS2 now? Because I have had 3 PS2s now. My first PS2, it died. Then I got a second one. And the second PS2 died as well. Basically, it refused to play anything after a while. Now I'm on my third PS2, but there's now, it's starting to kind of go. It's having an issue with the drive. Specifically where now I jumped right into fucking a stream of tea. I didn't even see that. But anyways, what's going on with my PS2 now, if you're curious, basically is the disk drive. I actually have to put something heavy on the disk drive in order for the system to realize that, oh, this disk drive is closed. Because for whatever reason, the pressure sensor on the lid, or the little, yeah, thing that like recognizes that the lid's closed, it might be damaged, or the clip, or whatever, the locking mechanism isn't working properly. So, because it's a PS2 Slim. My original PS2 that died on me is a fat, like my first 2 PS2s were the fat PS2s. Here's the thing I find kind of funny. My uncle is still on his very first PS2. Like, his PS2 still in working condition. And it's like, obviously he doesn't need to do what I did to mine, where I have to like weigh it down per se, because the fat PS2s, they were less prone to mechanical issues, I guess was the word I'm looking for. Honestly, I'm tempted to just go out and buy another PS2 just because of this problem. And it's like, it's a real shame too, because it's like, I really love the PS2. And the thing is, I have a ton of PS2 games. I think out of all the game consoles I've had access to over the years, the PS2 is like definitely the one console I've definitely played the most over time. Because I've played like, I'm trying to think of like some of the top games I've played on the PS2. I played Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, played Tekken, Soul Calibur 3. I think I even played the PS2 version of 2, although I always prefer the GameCube version, but to each their own, I guess. The Prince of Persia games, like like Sands of Time, Warrior Within, Two Thrones, all the good ones. Although I never actually owned Two Thrones on PS2. I wound up getting it on GameCube years down the road. Still, definitely fun to have some of those games. I'm trying to think what else did I play on PS2. Played Sonic Heroes. I don't know. Too many games to sit here and name off every single one I play. Plus, I mean, there's also like, I do actually have an HDMI upscaler that I have plugged into my PS2. So perhaps at some point, maybe I should play some PS2 games on stream. That might be a good thing to do. Onimusha games would be probably a good thing to stream, perhaps.
We'll all roast in our beds, Alice, for the sake of your father's unnatural devotion to printed paper. This horde of flammables wants only a malignant spark and poof, our flesh and blood is smoke and ash.
Wow. Subtle. Subtle much.
Our lovely library was a fire trap. A conflagration waiting to happen.
The cutscene is not very long. Damn. For some reason I thought it'd be longer. I was gonna go get up and grab a fork. When Alice's health is low, enter Hysteria mode. Press the left stick in to activate Hysteria. While in Hysteria, Alice cannot be hurt and will inflict more damage. Be careful, Hysteria only lasts for a limited time. Okay, there we go. Got my Hysteria stuff done. Okay. I know that they only reduced my health down to that for tutorial purposes. Pretty sure I had full health. Before then. It depicts Alice going, "Yay, murder the demons!" And there's her Angie face. Maybe I should make like more like dumb little Angie face emotes. I will say I had fun making my own emotes, but I already have an artist in mind, actually, or two artists in mind, actually. Just debating on which one to use, because obviously I'm looking at pricing. I am presently in talks with one of them, trying to negotiate pricing. Well, not so much negotiate pricing, more asking for pricing. They haven't gotten back to me just yet,
No.
so I'll wait on that.
No, no. Bad dream. A blasted good night.
Hatter, I recall leaving you in a decrepit condition, but not in pieces.
Oh, it's you.
What's happened here? You've lost your hat, and some parts are missing.
Missing indeed, though things being what they are. I barely missed their missing. As to what happened, you should know that better than I. It's your place, after all. I know my place.
When did you ever know your place, or how to keep it? Now, what's going on?
What's going on? And round and up and down, into my ears, and through my eyes, up my nostrils, down my gullet, and whining in my guts.
Papa was exceedingly fond of trains. I don't like them much.
You won't like this one at all. Nothing like when Mock Turtle was in charge of the Looking Glass line. This railroad's a bloody shambles. The stink is ferocious, the light blinding, the noise hellacious.
Quite, Hatter. I get the idea. A bad train.
The world is upside down, Alice. Inmates run the asylum. No thanks. And worst of all, I'm left tealess.
Oh, no.
Tragic. If I do help, will you help me in return?
Cross my heart if I had one. Find my limbs and toss them into the chute. Machines will do the rest. Be on your way now, that's a good girl. Best way out is through the croc face.
Yeah, I'll be a good girl. I'll help. such a goody two-shoes. Ha ha ha. That's so funny. Oh, okay, I already knew about that feature. You could use the bomb to weigh down the pressure pads and then detonate it when you want to go up. An elevator, for example. It's a smart little mechanic. Good. Here's felt so dry. Still alive. That's good. Assemblage or destruction as required.
Paradise. Fight the good fight.
Oh, okay. Press X while focused to block with Alice's umbrella. If timed correctly, Alice can deflect attacks.
Till you expire, substantial rewards and effort is better than
Yep. Yeah, the title is actually reference to how when I tried to stream this before, I had a lot of technical issues. It's like, I think I got it now. Because for whatever reason, there were sound issues, which I fixed on the PS3 side. It was basically just the, for whatever reason, because PS3 has like a retarded audio codecs, and I had to just find the right one. Although I cheated and just used the Xbox. Technically, the Xbox One, if you have the anything plugged in through its HDMI port, the HDCP protection still is applied. So, like, oh, okay, I can adjust the mic a bit. Give me a second here. Let me just. Okay, there we go. Is that better? Here, let me try with making game sounds. Okay, cool. Did not realize that my game volume was so loud. But then again, this is a pretty loud game. Oh, okay. I think I'm supposed to go that way, so I think. Oh, hey-oh. What do we have here? Hidden beast.
Biggest ever.
Okay, how am I supposed to reach that? Oh, never mind. I am the big dumb.
It's been years now, Alice. Time to put away childish things.
It's been years now, Alice. Try to put away childish things. I will never put away childish things. You can't tell me what to do, Doctor. I want to stab you. Oof. It always does suck when like payment doesn't go through for things. What's going on here?
The dimensions of this desolate tract are unknown to all but the inhabitants.
Oh, Cheshire. You silly cat, you. Yeah. Yeah, I would hope that they fix that. At least for your sake, it was, or their sake. I'm not really sure who's benefiting really, but either way, I would hope that they would resolve it in just general, because whenever payment issues arise. Better to get it done and over with, so you don't have to worry about it later.
An industry thrives on suffering, obsolescence, and ruination, Alice. It's made the East End into a privy. Consider simple farm life in Australia, perhaps. We might liquidate what remains of your inheritance.
Yeah, I mean, if you can go to the bank and get that payment issue stuff resolved, then yeah. Yeah, like just in general, I find it a bit of a headache sometimes. Ah, the Stompies. They go stoppy. For that Stompy to do its crushy crush thing. Okay, looks like that's okay. That's optional, I guess. That's the mandatory road? There with the bomb, so yeah, I was right. They wouldn't put a springboard if it was optional. I mean, if it was mandatory, I should say. They just be like, you down here now. You live in the hole. There ain't no going back, mother hugger. But I'm kind of curious as to what's going to go on with the sequel for this game, though. Like, how much sooner is it going to be after the events of this game? Like, it's gonna be like an actual full year? Because I know that Alice is supposed to be like 20, but like apparently it was supposed to be like relatively close to her birthday at the time. So I mean, nothing really saying that they couldn't, hypothetically speaking, just the hell's word before? Just have it be like a few hours after the events of this game. But I mean, there's also nothing really stopping it from being like a year after. Hell, it could even be almost 2, because as long as it's not exactly falling on her birthday, it could still technically be almost 2 years. Okay. Crushy fist. Okay, I get it. Yep, as I thought. There's a button inside, which raises the gears. Oh, what else making me think? I actually recently binge-watched all of Clone High, actually. Speaking of Oyas and Uras. I I genuinely loved watching that show. Yeah. After not having watched it for so long. Although all it tells me is that JFK is like the best character in the show. It's like, nothing wrong after happens to the Kennedys! It took me about, I will say though, it took me about 4 hours to watch the entire season. That ever happens to the Kennedys, and damn it, I was typing that as you said it. Don't think bad ever happens to the Kennedys. Yeah, JFK was like the best character. Also, one episode just before the prom episode, it was like, makeover, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you and me. Or then there's like the Butlertron. Hello, Wesley. Or like in the first episode they mentioned like, I never knew why he calls everyone Wesley. It's like, wait, didn't you program him? So it makes like no sense that you wouldn't know why. You're the damn guy who built him. Oh yeah, that's right. The clone of Gandhi in the show had ADD, and like they had Tom Green make a cameo appearance. It's like the book. I'm an Albatross. I'm an Albatross. Blast her back, blast her back, blast her back, blast her back. And it's like, it's just Tom Green being Tom Green. But yeah, it's funny as all hell. Oh. Oh, there's 3 of them, okay. Oh, right, fuck, I actually forgot about that for a second. Yeah, it's like, what the hell is it, yeah, like, I think a character even, like, made a comment where, like, my fear of, gays far outweighs my fear of ADD. Let's hate on Eve now! I will say that the show was very progressive for its time. Like hell, I mean, the character JFK had like two gay foster dads, if I remember correctly. Which, I mean, that's pretty progressive, right? At least I think it is.
Some insects eat their young, Alice. They have much to teach us.
Although I remember that
alive,
they made like
or dead.
Cleopatra like a sex-crazed individual. Although I mean, I imagine she would be. I don't know. I mean, I find TV shows nowadays are kind of the opposite. I don't don't know, they didn't have to do it back then, yet they did. I mean, I know that people notice it now more. Like, I didn't really pay much attention to it back then, because it's like, oh, it's just... Ah, neat. He has 2 dads. But now it's like, okay. Neat, I guess. Oh, that's convenient. I didn't have to make another trip to get the bottle. Although, I also love the fact that, like, JFK's character has, like, a recording studio in his home. Or, what the hell is it? They had their little Christmas episode, which was called Snowflake Day. It's like, non-denominational holiday. That is non-exclusionary. It has nothing to do with religion. It's like, I don't really see how, like, quote-unquote religious holidays are necessarily exclusionary. Like, yeah, sure, they're often isolated to those religions, but still. But I mean, you could argue that it's the same with any holiday, really. They're exclusionary to some people, some more than others. Like Valentine's Day, for example, is exclusionary to people who are single. Which is why I jokingly call it Singles Awareness Day, because more often than not, you're often more aware of the people who are single because they're the ones not posting anything on, like, social media, generally speaking, during that day. Okay, where the hell am I supposed to go now? Oh! Okay, now I see. I hate how sensitive the cursor is. The crosshair is really pepper-shaped. Either way, I will still always state that I really hate Valentine's Day. Because, like, I understand the meaning behind it.
Have its cage and the canary goes to sleep, Alice.
But,
Out like a snuffed candle. Sleeps the sleep of the just. Like Mama and Papa. After 10, they're unconscious.
Dogged persistence will be rewarded with pain. I told you to cease and desist, but my warning goes unheeded. So without regret, you're about to
oh, there's
like a
Mad Hatter's
lobster
legs.
Tossed into the boiling pot.
Oh yeah, and there's the Mad Rabbit. And there's the Mad Hatter's legs just running. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm not sure where I am. Oh, thank you for the follow there.
DLE 329 is now following.
Gotta love how the bot is dumb and doesn't seem to know how to read names. Nudie 329? Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. The way it's spelled makes me think of, like, noodles. Yes. Hello there, stranger. Cool. They'll make a jump before the thing is low. Oh! Bloody hell. Stupid slugs. We're not doing the Dragon Ball movie now. Jeez. This isn't Slug's Revenge.
Aha! That's it. I can feel it surging.
I will still say that, speaking of Dragon Ball, actually, Slug is kind of a boring villain, all things considered. Like, out of all the Dragon Ball movie villains. Although, I mean, maybe it's because of the fact that, like, he's seemingly not much of a threat. Like, the only cool thing that came out of his existence was the giant Namekian form. Sorry, Dragon Ball nerding out. But still, yeah, kind of a... Oh. Press down the Omega button. Damn, that's actually a model I need to get my hands on now. Damn, an Omega button. And not because my name is Omega Bob. I just really like the Omega symbol. Actually, what sparked me to choose the name. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up at launch though, but I will definitely pick it up though. Although, I do know that there's some PS4 exclusive costumes, although if I'm not mistaken, the majority of them all seem to be revolved around plastic craft. If I had to guess, they're probably like PS4 graphic costumes. Because I heard that there's supposed to be exclusive costumes for Crash and Coco. Essay long thing there. I don't mind missing out on the PS4 exclusive skins. The gameplay so far looks amazing, and it seems so far to be faithful to Crash 3. As far as I'm concerned, all the other titles, aside from the kart racing, are non-canon. Yeah, that is true, actually. I know that everything after Crash 3, when Activision bought the IP, is technically being thrown under the bus, so to speak. Although technically it is canon, just an alternate canon, because they're explaining in Crash 4 that there's multiple universes now. So I mean, technically it's canon, it's just alternate canon. It's just they're not mainline canon.
Your dogged persistence will be rewarded with pain. I told you to cease and desist,
at least that's an easy way to put it.
Goes unheeded, so without regret.
And I would argue that
like the is being tossed into the boiling pot.
Sorry, randomly received a phone call. Yeah, like I would argue that the Tanya that you see in the game, it looks like she's similar in design to the hell is it, the Crash of the Titans Crash, because of how he's designed per se, like because the tribal tattoo thing going on in that Crash, plus like as I said, like the overall sort of bulked out design that they went for with that Crash. At least that's how I'm envisioning it in my head. So, I don't know. I'm inclined to believe that thing. And then she claims that that crash just stopped doing stuff. So that leads me to believe that, like, that Activision essentially killed off that crash. So they're sort of referencing that.
Faster, my fine feathered friend! Don't stop now!
Well, I mean, Cortex was playable in Twinsanity. Actually, that was a freaking good game. I mean, Twinsanity could still technically be canon because, I mean, Cortex wasn't the main villain in that game. And that was like one of my favorite ones, actually. Twinsanity was actually really good. Like, if you've ever played it, I think, like, if you haven't had a chance to play it, you definitely owe it to yourself to play some Twinsanity at some point on the PS2. That or the original Xbox. Yeah, it's like, honestly, like, I just love the concept of it. Plus, I mean, Cortex was actually fun to play as that game. Although there were some really dumb escort levels. I mean, like, generally speaking, escort missions are boring AF. Definitely some concepts. It definitely was a game that was like rushed out to market demands, you could say, for games at the time. I mean, it's from the Holiday Rush. I'm just gonna let myself take some damage. This area. Damage. Yeah, Activision does have that bad habit. Like, they actually published a game that I actually kind of enjoyed. Like, the thing is, I feel like they rushed it out. Not gonna lie. It was the Legend of Korra game that they made with Platinum Games. And they also made a really shitty Ninja Turtles game. Like, the thing is, there was concepts that were pretty cool in the game, but they were not very well executed.
Dogged persistence will be rewarded with pain. I told
Oh,
you to
fuck, you are not kidding. The original Destiny, especially.
So without regret, you're
like, they pushed Bungie to rush that out the door.
Boiling pot.
Like, honestly, I feel like a good Bungie game is generally a Bungie game that is not rushed out the door. I mean, hell, I wouldn't be surprised if secretly Bungie is actually working on a Destiny 3 while they're kind of peddling out DLC content for Destiny 2. Because I've noticed that a large number of the more recent DLC pieces of content that have come out for Destiny 2 have mostly just been reusing assets from the original Destiny. Like, that's not to say that's a bad thing. I mean, hell, if you got the assets, use them, right? But, still, kind of leads me to believe that they're potentially working on a third Destiny game. Potentially one that's kind of, further, like, much further away from the shitty business practices of Activision Blizzard. And I definitely look forward to seeing how that is handled, per se.
I can feel it surging. Faster, my fine feathered friends. Don't stop now.
Because I know that, the hell is it? Activision does have a nasty habit of just fucking over almost any franchise they touch. Some franchises more than others. Yeah, that's true to a certain extent. They do tend to ignore a lot of player inputs. I mean, that was kind of a thing they did with, that was a problem they had with Halo 3, actually, I would argue. Because Halo 3, they didn't pay as much attention to player input as I think that that some people would have liked. But, I mean, at the same time, it's like they're not letting the fans kind of... What the fuck did I get crushed by? Huh. I mean, I would argue that technically they're not letting the fans alter their artistic vision, which, I mean, there have been plenty of games where they listen to the fans too much. I mean, hell, look at the Sonic franchise, for example. Sega, I feel like they listen to the fans too much. It's like, wait, you're saying you want them to go really fast? All right. And it's like, no, we don't. It's like, wait, you don't like the boost formula? Okay. Then Lost World happened. And it's like, I don't know, like, as I said, like, I feel like, as I said, like, Activision, Sega listens to their fans too much, if that makes any sense. Specifically, Sonic Team. Okay, I see. Break the hives. Teapots don't come out. your pepper doesn't seem to burn out either. I don't know about this being the best game ever, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Like, I definitely put it in my, like, top 10, at least. Number 1 definitely belonging to probably either Scott Pilgrim or Comic Zone of the Sega Genesis.
Don't you dare
Fair enough.
stop! Keep running or so help me out! Ow, ow.
This is definitely one of the more interesting Alice games. I mean, it is technically a sequel to the original Alice game, American McGee's Alice, which I will say was very much a twisted, kind of grim, dark version of the Alice in Wonderland story, which I always kind of gotta kind of congratulate kind of dark takes. I would argue that there's a distinct possibility that the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland film, which is in a sense a sequel to the original Alice in Wonderland animated film. Thankfully, they didn't like make it a reboot like all the other things. Yeah, like they could have very easily. Wait, where am I supposed to be going now? I am lost. I mean, that could probably work. I imagine you're talking about Destiny there, Nova, right? I have been playing that a lot more lately. Like, I still don't play Destiny very much. At least nowhere near as much as I used to. Okay, so Destiny 1 and 2. Okay, cool. Honestly, I feel like Destiny's kind of just become too much the same. If that makes any sense? Oh, okay, I was supposed to go to the cave. There's like no indication as to where I should be. Okay, so kind of rush. Okay, just wait for the fist to come down. I would rather not get a good quote-unquote fist to the face. I don't want my girl Alice getting crushed. I wonder if I should wear one of the DLC costumes. Because they do have a few of the DLC costumes, but I feel like at the same time, they sort of break the game a little bit. Because they make it a lot easier. I mean... I mean... God damn.
You think that can stop us? The merest trifle. Don't even try.
It's Nerf or nothing. Okay, that's actually funny. Okay, you got me there. It's Nerf or nothing. This is why I talk to game devs and I'm all like, Nerf me harder, daddy. Oh, God. Oh, God. What the hell is wrong with me? But yeah, a large number of
Dexterity
stuff
will
in
make a
Destiny
nice change.
got buffed
Expect
quite a
no
bit.
thanks until I'm completely reconstructed. No resting on laurels, chiffonier, chaise lounges, mean folding chairs, stools.
Yeah, it's a good game. I actually would recommend it if you can find yourself a copy. Because I know it's still available on the 360, but you can also get it for pretty cheap on PC. I think it's like $20 on Origin. Or $20 Canadian, anyways. Which isn't too bad for, like, for the game, I mean. Although, I'm sure you could probably find it cheaper elsewhere. Fair enough. I mean, if you're not a big fan of Origin, by all means, don't bother with it. I mean, I hate the fact that Origin is required to play a large number of games on, like, a large number of EA games, especially, like, because I wanted to play, like, the third Dead Space, for example, and the third Dead Space was only released through Origin. Still a good game, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's kind of a disappointment that it's locked behind Origin. Like, Dead Space 2? Not a problem. Okay, I know I went to that one already, so we're going to the other side now. What? Oh, never mind. Okay, the camera was just telling me, hey, look over there! Look at that stuff! Wouldn't that be, like, kind of cool and stuff to look at that stuff? Yeah, I think it would be. It'd be such a shame if, you know, you couldn't look at it. But hey, what am I talking about?
A good worker is a live worker, free to live and work.
I heard about it. I'm kind of indifferent to the whole thing.
Vice versa. Don't be
I would rather much like to avoid talking politics if that's all the same with you.
One at a time.
Payday for good workers has been
Because I mean,
postponed
politics in general are very divisive.
Payday for bad workers is cancelled. A good worker is a live worker, free to live and work. A bad worker is a dead worker.
But still, kind of crazy, I will admit. To a certain extent, it is a little funny because the guy did kind of mock it a lot. Yes. A good worker is a live worker. Huh. Was this made by Amazon? Oh god, so this is what it's like to work in an Amazon warehouse. God, Alice was so ahead of its time. Okay, looks like I'm gonna go slashy against enemy over there. Got it. Stab enemy in face. Leave dead bodies. My favorite. No, sadly not. It was delisted when the Origin release came out, so sadly there is no Steam. You can find an old Steam key. You can probably still get it from Steam, like enemy sites, like Ray and all that, but generally speaking, I'm not a big fan of community sites. They are notorious for selling at least GTA is. But I mean, the way I look at it, it's like technically there is no other way to go about getting the game. I mean, if there was another way to get the game, by all means. For your sudden craving fatigue. All this running lava actually makes me have to go to the bathroom though. So I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to click the little be right back. Do apologize. Goddamn, my hands are still wet from washing my hands. It's sad that I'm using like literally a throw cushion to dry my hands off. Anyways. Okay, let's see. So I defeated all the enemies up here. Okay, so I have to go that way. Past the lava. I'm not gonna lick my hands dry. That's silly.
With gas laid on, Alice, we'll go to Brighton on what we save on beeswax,
Sure,
candles,
someone
and
would
oil.
like to watch that, but I'm not gonna do that. Just for like the fine hairs, like just above my mustache. I'm pretty sure like it's my hair tickling my nose when I breathe then. Whoa, V-Sync. Okay, you didn't see it on your end, okay. Or you didn't see it on the streaming software? So it was definitely only on my TV then. Can I shoot that? Ah, okay. Shooting at him has no effect on him. Oh, wait, that's where I came from. Oh, I came from that way. Oh yeah, I flipped that switch and then opened this door. Oh, okay, I'm fucking blind. That's all. Okay, cool. I am just a blind boy. I'm just a blind boy, can't see fucking anything. Activated when I flip the switch. Cool. I wasn't just opening the door, I was also activating a little lift. Goddamn slugs. This isn't Dragon Ball. I'm not fighting any slugs.
Flip the lever to cool the metal.
Flip the lever to cool the metal, eh? Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was pulling food out. Okay, let's see. Is there more cutscenes? I'm already gonna start eating. Definitely can't go up there just yet. Meaning I have to take the scenic route. Okay. Come on, Alice. You can do it, girl. Let's see how that night. Oh! I jumped a little too far ahead. Okay. Okay, let's turn the valve. I guess because of its bluish hue, it's more of a cooling valve. Oh, it's like it really got snow inside. Oh, makes sense. Because this is supposed to be set in the 1400s or something like that. 1800s, I should say, to be more precise. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I saw the trailer. I actually watched your video as well. It's like, Steve for Smash? That makes no sense. Here, I'm just gonna switch to talk show format. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. I apparently accidentally muted myself there. But yeah, as I was saying, Alex is going to be playable in thing, so it's a little weird there. Then you got the zombie, even more weird. So you've got Steve, the zombie, Alex. Then you also have the hell is it? Oh yeah, I definitely like the remix of the Minecraft music. Oh yeah, Enderman, that's it. Although I am a little concerned that he's gonna not play very well. But Minecraft is surprisingly popular in Japan, because if you've watched any of the major HoloLive streamers from Japan, or just Japanese streamers in general, a lot of them stream Minecraft. Like, that's probably the reason why I think they chose Steve among any other thing. Because the thing is, Minecraft is very, very popular in Japan. Like, a friend of mine who's actually living there right now, he actually told me that, because I actually have a few friends that live in Japan right now, one of them told me that basically their little cousin, because he basically just talks to English people because he's trying to improve his English speaking skills, but he mentioned that his little brother is like obsessed with Minecraft and plays it like every day on his phone with his friends who play on PlayStation. Because one of his friends plays on PlayStation, one of their friends plays on PC. And the fact that they can all play together is really great. I actually really think Minecraft is kind of cool for doing that. The whole cross-play thing with the Windows edition, or I guess technically it's called the Bedrock edition. Which is accessible on the PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC through the Windows Store version of the game. Yes, we may never know. We may never know. Indeed. Yeah, I've seen the trailer. It's very weird. Oh yeah, it looks stupid and fake. Because the Minecraft characters, Steve especially, their animations are very stiff looking. So it just seems very out of place. Kind of reminds me of Game & Watch, actually, almost. Yeah, it is true. But the thing is, though, it's like, I was kind of expecting his... Honestly, I think it would have been better if they had just made him a costume for the Mii Sword Fighter instead. But hey, that's just me. At least that's what I would have done. I would have made him a Mii Fighter skin instead of making a full-blown character with him and given the character slot to someone else. Like maybe, trying to think here, like a Shantae or a Crash Bandicoot. because Crash is kind of like one of the most iconic gaming characters right now, especially the fact that he's getting a 4th game now. Well, not really a 4th game per se. He's had more than 4, because one could argue that Crash Team Racing was the 4th one. But still, like, I imagine, like, yeah, true. But like a Mii sword fighter costume for the Minecraft characters would have been interesting. Alternatively, like I'm thinking, like, what fighters could they add? Like, that I would like to see personally. I would love to see Shantae getting a fighter. Because, I mean, they have included Shovel Knight as an assist trophy in the game already. So, I mean, it shows that they at least acknowledge indie games, at least if they're successful. And I would argue that Shantae has more of a history with Nintendo than Shovel Knight does. Because, unlike most other games, Shantae originated on the Game Boy Color. And her first game was an exclusive to Nintendo. Yeah, I'd love it if Crash got in Smash though. Like if they were to, like, hypothetically speaking, like, announce Crash tomorrow, I just imagine, like, the trailer starts, you hear, like, the Crash music, it's like the island, it looks like it's normal Crash gameplay for a few seconds, and then suddenly a Goomba shows up in Crash's level and he's like, Crash just looks at it like, huh? Scratches his head. And then, like, maybe, like, Bowser comes up from behind him and then Smash attacks him. And then he lands in the middle of, like, a Smash Bros, like, Final Destination stage or something. That's how I imagine the trailer would go. Yeah, but the thing is, though, that was done by Sony. Oh, actually, you know, another idea for a trailer that would be kind of funny would be an homage to the original Smash Bros. Trailer where it was a bunch of mascot suits. But then have the guy in the Crash suit show up. Have him, like, blasting on a megaphone. It's like, Crash for Smash! Crash for Smash! And then have a guy in a Mario costume come up behind him and be like, being something like, finally. And then, like, it just cuts into gameplay. That'd be a good way to reveal him, in my opinion. If they actually do it like that, just call me predicting it pretty well. If they actually do it like that. Well, I mean, yeah, there is a bat in Smash Bros. So, I mean, that would fit. Although maybe paint it to look more like the home run bat in the game. And then if you have him hit him, have it immediately cut into gameplay. I mean, hell, they could even, like, tie in, like, 2 announcements at the same time. Like, do 2 launch announcements at the same time. So if they wanted to announce Crash, they could announce another character simultaneously. Because the thing is, Crash is kind of, like, famous for, like, kind of all the various deaths that he has in his games, right? At least that's my opinion. So it's like how he, like, gets crushed and becomes, like, literally just a little walking head with shoes. Or there's his explosion deaths where you'll see his shoes get launched into the air and all that lands is his shoes and his eyeballs. And then you see him, like, floating off into the heavens as an angel. Yeah, exactly. I love the death animations in Crash. They're so over the top. They're stupid, but I love them. But then again, I love stupid shit in general. Oh, what am I eating? It's called the poutine. It is fries, cheese, and gravy. Like, honestly, I love this stuff. And Wendy's makes a pretty decent one, in my opinion. Stamina battle? Oh, maybe it's a Canada. Maybe it's a Canada only thing for Wendy's. Because I know that they serve these in Canada. Never been to Steak and Shake. They any good? I wish I could have lasagna. I have a severe tomato allergy, so I honestly can't eat lasagna. Honestly, I would love to be able to eat that again, but like again, like my allergy has actually been getting worse as I've been getting older. Like I used to be able to eat it as a kid, but I can't eat it anymore. Because the thing is, like it genuinely makes my stomach upset. And I also break out in like a rash on my face or other various parts of my body. So it's like I would rather not like to feel like I'm dying after eating lasagna. Nor do I think my bathroom needs a new paint job that badly. That is true. I mean, I guess I could make my own. Oh, right. That actually would be a cool idea. That or, like, if he just falls off the map in, like, just regular Smash, have his body, like, have him float up as an angel. Oh, yeah, definitely. Tomato allergy sucks. Because believe it or not, a lot of food contains tomato in it. For example, if you get the chunky Campbell's soup, a large majority of them contain tomato. Hell, even the chunky chicken soup has tomato in it. A lot of the Campbell's gravy-based soups contain tomato as well. So I can't eat any of them. So I'm basically stuck with the boring cream-based soups. You know, like cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, and creamy bacon potato soup. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm eating. I just finished my poutine. So I'm good to go back to the game now. I needed to eat that. Where did I put my controller in? Oh, actually there is something cool I can show off. My PS3 controller. Like, I actually got this, like, when Final Fantasy 13, was it? Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. This is actually a promotional controller for the game. So it's got, like, a little timepiece on the D-pad. And a little lightning pattern on the right grip. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I really dig. It's a cool controller.